Vidito here from Keller, Texas, posting up for sale my 1967 Ford F100. Please do not post any questions about the truck on YouTube. Just pick up the phone and give me a call, 817-929-2563. This is an original North Texas Ford plant truck that was built, bought, sold, and driven right here in North Texas its whole life. It does have the original 1967 black and white Ford plates on it. She was repainted years and years and years ago with single stage. She does shine up real well, as you can tell. It is the factory Ford blue with the off-white bottom. Does have the original grille and bumper that have not been repainted. Original rims have not been reworked. It has all the original trim on it. All the original glass and rubber moldings are there. The windshield does have some passenger side windshield wiper rash on the windshield. It's nothing too bad. New brakes all the way around, new exhaust, fresh tags, currently inspected. All new ignition, plugs, wires, cap, rotor, condenser, coil, belts, hoses. R134 converted air conditioning, does have heat, 3 on the tree with the original 240 inline 6-cylinder. She's got right about 90,000 original miles. I drive this truck probably 70 miles a day year-round. She does very well. She does have an oil leak, which is coming from the oil pan. It does have the original 1967 oil pan gasket. Unfortunately, you got to raise the motor up a little bit to get it over the cross member to drop the pan. I just haven't messed with it because the drip is very minute. Tires look good, got plenty of tread. They do have a little dry rot on them, but I still drive her as she sits. This truck is basically rust-free, if you will. There's one little spot down here on the bottom of the door, and that's about it for the rust. Surfaced rust in the truck bed, of course. Ranch-style mirrors were converted. Rubber band rear bumper, original, spare tire. Everything works on this truck. All the lighting works. There's no jicky wiring. She does need a new hose coming from the windshield wiper motor to the actual nozzles, but the motor does work. The button works inside the truck, as does the Fomoco bag holds the fluid. The AC does need a new belt. She threw an alternator belt last year on Highway 360. I had to stop and put a new belt on it. The only way to get to the alternator belt was to cut the AC belt. It's springtime. It's been winter. I hadn't been too concerned with it. It does have the split back window. Truck's very straight. Probably about 10 years ago, the hood blew open on the truck and hit the cab. There's just a real minor amount of damage right there. It's not very noticeable. Very nominal amount of damage up there on the top. Most of that of what you see in the video is just paint that's worn off. As you can see on the hood, very not very noticeable at all. Bed condition, again, little surface rust. No holes or anything anywhere in the truck. Rock solid. Do have some holes up top, and I was speaking of rust holes earlier. These holes that you see here and here, this had one of those original big steel toolboxes that I pulled off years ago, as well as it had some sort of bed rails on it. The old 3 posts, one there, and one there. Again, all the original trim's intact. On the interior, this door jamb had a really squeaky door hinge, so I replaced the door hinges. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any that were blue at a wrecking yard, so I had to go with some orange ones, so got a little character there. Metal doors. Inside, all the instrumentation works. There's nothing that doesn't work on this truck. Again, turn signals work, generator light works, oil light works, temp works, everything. Even has some nifty little interior lamps that were added some time ago. Get you back around to this one. Does have the original dash, and as you can imagine, underneath here, it's seen better days. However, this little dash mat's been on there since the 80s. Horn honks, like I said, passes inspection. This truck did not come with a radio, but I did find on eBay the original radio that went in this truck. It was an option, so I bought it. It is installed. However, I have not mounted the antenna for it. I didn't have the gall to drill a hole in the cowl for the antenna. There's the AC unit, and again, squirrel cage blows lots of air out. Heat works. Compressor comes on when you turn the ignition on, just needs a new belt. Choke works, lighter works, cargo lamp, wiper control, lights, and again, like I said, the let me see, those are that's the motor for the windshield wiper, windshield washer fluid. Floor is all original. It's got the original rubber mat. Yes, it does have some cracks. There is a couple little small pinholes down here in the bottom. But other than that, it's rock solid. This truck was kind of weird. It came with 2 bucket seats originally. I do not have them. I don't know where they went to. I've got the original build sheet from Ford on this truck. Again, talking about the colors and everything, and it came with apparently bucket seats, which is, I guess, what came in a Bronco or a Ford Mustang. Again, I do not have them. And by the looks of this bench seat, it's in really nice shape. It's just been in here forever. It does have a little tear here, and it does have a tear on the skirting down on the bottom. Other than that, it could probably use a good scrubbing, but it's never seemed to bother me. I'm going to bring you around over to the other side. Again, there's a little bit of rash on the windshield from the windshield wiper. I don't know if you can see that in the video or not. Nothing too bad. Again, you can see the body line up there. Not much damage. Again, that you're seeing right there is just some paint that's worn through over the years. Passenger side. All the door locks work, windshield cranks work. These are little pin switches that were added for the interior lamps. Inside the glove box, it's got the original hazard switch that works. Of course, insurance and Christmas tree air fresheners. Headliner's in really nice shape. There's a couple little small tears, a little bit of glue discoloration, but other than that, it's all intact. Underneath the hood is the original little 240. Sorry about that, trying to hold the camera and open the hood. Underneath here, she's got a new battery. She does have a new old stock carburetor that I found out of California that was installed last year. Again, it does have new exhaust, everything from the downpipe back. Probably see where they tied in down underneath there. Again, R134 converted compressor. Does have a new old stock FOMOCO distributor. Took me a while to find that. Plugs, wires. Does have this massive oversized copper radiator. This truck runs extremely cool. I don't care what kind of a thermostat you put in her. She runs extremely cool. Even in the summertime, pulling my little boat and camper. Again, there's the FOMOCO windshield wiper fluid bag. It does hold. There's the motor. There's where it needs the little hose to go from there up to the top side. I just haven't fooled with it. Other than that, man, she's a really nice truck. She's got, she's got driver's quality paint. She gets lots of looks, lots of horn honks, lots of thumbs up. I'm trying to think of anything else I can say about her. She drives very, very straight. I run her from Keller to Arlington and back almost daily. Lots of fun to drive. Really hard truck to find in a short, wide bed Ford F100. Lots of long beds out there, lots of step sides. But to find the short, wide bed in these colors, in this kind of conditions, pretty tough to find. Anyways, give me a shout. My number is 817-695-1151. My name is Jim. I beg your pardon, I just gave you my office number. You can reach me on my cell at 817-929-2563. Truck's fixing to go for sale on eBay. Today's Sunday the 18th, I believe, March 18th, 2012. Give me a call if you got any questions. I'll be glad to answer. It is for sale here locally, so hopefully somebody will wind up picking themselves up a deal on a nice, hard-to-find little Ford F100. Give me a shout, 817-929-2563. My name's Jim. Truck's located here at my house up in Keller. Thanks. Hope to hear from you. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.